Alright, Big Wolf on Campus, Season 2, Episode 18, Faltered States. It's another weird one. It's also another Merton-centric episode. A lot of those this season. I have to look it up, but I think there's at least 5 this season. You know, off the top of my head, Mind Over Merton. Mind Over Merton. Pleased to Eat You. This one. I want to say there was one more earlier than that. And then there's another one down the line. So, at least 5, I think. Mute it just in case I did it. Season 2, go to Season 2. Go faster. Okay. Okay, so we have Imaginary Fiend, that's 1. Alright. And we know Mind Over Merton, Pleased to Eat You, that's 3. This is 4. And then that, could we consider Mr. Roboto a Merton-centric one? I mean, he was sort of in the forefront of it, but I don't think you could, So with the one that's coming up after this at some point, that is going to be 5 Merton-centric episodes in this season, I believe. So Merton is infatuated with this new girl in school named Raven Sinclair. There's a name. She's a goth chick who he likes, but she's all about the money. She wants people to be big spenders, spend money on her, of course. So Merton has to get a job, so he works with this Dr. Laszlo, an actor I think I've seen before, but I can't place where I've seen him before. And Dr. Laszlo is trying to do an experiment, trying to collect progesterone, which is supposedly a gland or something that you have in your body that it's there, but it's dormant. It will make you regress to prehistoric, like your caveman times, that sort of thing. And Merton ends up turning into a caveman. He's going beard, like he's there. Okay, so he shows up with stubble on his face, and they're like, Merton, you should invest in a razor. He's like, what are you talking about? I just shaved 2 weeks ago. Let me tell you something, okay? You have to shave every week. You can't just say, I shaved 2 weeks ago and be fine. No. That is probably 2 weeks of not shaving. He had, but, I know from experience. This bad boy is a couple of months old. Nice. But if I don't shave, I haven't shaved, it's been 2 days. I think I shaved on Saturday. It was Saturday. I shaved my head and this, but I didn't go all the way with my head, but I went all the way down with this. And it's already stubble, see? You can already see the 5 o'clock shadow coming in. So 2 days and I already got 5 o'clock shadow. So by 2 weeks he hasn't shaved. It wouldn't look this thick, but it would be there. You know what I mean? Probably be maybe on my head thick. I don't know. They're kind of different. Hair and this. Anyway, so yeah, he is regressing into a caveman form. We have a showdown with him and Tommy at the Hungry Bucket. Haven't said like that in a while. So, Hungry Bucket. He starts making money, so he impresses Sloane. Not Sloane, this different one. Raven. They go down to the lair. He gives her this piece of a guillotine that beheaded some historical queen or something. I don't remember. Marie Antoinette, maybe. And then, so they're sort of together. Like I said, she only cares about money. So, Merton completely cavemans out. And there's a showdown with Tommy that includes, some fighting, but then, Yolele, It's funny. It's funny because Merton does it, or Cave Merton does it. Yodelay, and you see the look on Laurie's face, and then Tommy goes yodelay, like he's fighting back. And they fight, and Tommy's able to get the caveman's underwear off, which says property of Merton J. Dingle, and we get the joke. Tommy, you know what this means, don't you? And he's like, yeah, caveman stole Merton's underwear. No, Merton is the caveman. They go to his lair, it's all trashed. I don't know what happened there, but it's all trashed. Something. And so they find out that they find out where Laszlo is, they go after him. Merton goes to him and he says, oh, I know how to fix it. Just get in the machine. And then this will reverse it? No, it will complete it. And then, so he shuts it. He's like, hey, in case I don't have the ability to talk, consider this my resignation. Yeah, I'll consider it. Well, that means he doesn't work for him anymore, so you gotta let him go, right? It doesn't work that way. But Tommy and Laurie show up, and it's revealed that Laszlo is a little bit stronger because he's been injecting himself with progesterone, but not enough to make him regress. It's enough to make him stronger as, 5 men and a small child. But Tommy wolfs out, and this is one part I don't believe. He's like, oh, homo lupus. He's like, yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm like, Tommy wouldn't know what the technical name for a werewolf is. Technically, isn't it supposed to be lycanthrope? But homo lupus, werewolf, you know. Yeah, I don't know. He's not that smart. He wouldn't understand what that means. So they have a fight, and it's sort of a fight. He gets pushed onto a bunch of progesterone needles filled with progesterone, which cause him to regress into the caveman and then into a puddle of goop. And then Merton at one point is freed. Before that, he's like, oh, he hasn't finished he has more progesterone to give, and that causes him to go onto the needles. Too much, and turns into a puddle of goop. And then Merton gets knocked to the floor and just turns back. I've noticed some lazy writing in these episodes. They never actually found a cure for this. He just falls down on the ground, and you know something's gonna happen because it's like a composite shot where he just turns back into Merton, and that's just it. And we find that he keeps the Dr. Laszlo goop in his lair, along with the Sandman Sand, the Librarian book, and I'm assuming the glass fragment remains of the Phobiast. So he's keeping all these. They should have done something with these, where they found a way to bring them all back to fight against them, or something. There's something here they could have done. They could have done something with these. He has them in possession. Although they probably forgot about the book by now, but he has at least 3 that they would remember at this point. I don't know. Yeah. Side plot. Laurie and Tommy have these tickets. They were going to go together, but now they each want to take a date. So they're having a bowling contest in which Tommy wears a bowling shirt that says T-Bone on it. And he combs his hair to the side for some reason when he's bowling. We've seen him bowl in season 1 where he narrates the greatest game of his life or whatever. And apparently they're both so good that they keep getting strikes and no one wins. So they end up giving the tickets to Merton and Raven, but then Raven dumps him because he couldn't buy her a concert t-shirt. Yeah. Also, we had to figure out a way for her not to be in any more episodes because she's only in this one. Although I think she would have benefited of being in more episodes. They seem to introduce new characters for only one episode and then never introduce them again, it seems. Except for there are some recurring characters. I might have to rank my favorite rank the recurring characters on the show. You know, because there are some that I like, some I don't care for. But but yeah, this episode was actually kind of fun. I didn't expect much going into this, but it's alright. Not one I go too often, but it's alright. On to the next one.